Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? Welcome to the Just Chatting Gaming News and Trailers. This week, we've got a little bit of news and a whole lot of trailers. There's a lot of games coming out. So let's go ahead and jump right into a little bit of news. Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is the next Assassin's Creed game, has gone gold, essentially meaning that it's done. And they have pushed up the release date to October 5th. I'm a little bit puzzled as to why they decided to move the date. Looking at the release schedule, the only thing like in that area where they were that could maybe compete with AC would be Lords of the Fallen. So I don't know if they were afraid of Lords of the Fallen and decided to push it up. I don't know. But either way, AC is essentially done and yeah, coming out a week early. So cool stuff on that. Speaking of release date moves, Alan Wake 2 has a new release date of October 27th. So for anybody who's interested in that game, I want to say that I briefly played the first one, but I don't really remember anything about it. And again, with there being a million games coming out, I don't really have any plans to play AW2, so I know a lot of people are really looking forward to it, though. And then one other quick little news thing having to deal with Starfield. The review copies of Starfield are now out in the wild, and they're saying that the review embargo for Starfield is going to be August 31st. So here in just a little bit over a week, we will finally get to see what people actually think about this game. As we've discussed many a times, this year might go down as the greatest year in gaming history. If this game comes out and it's on par or better than Baldur's Gate 3, then man, that is going to be absolutely insane. It is just, it's going to be nuts. It has that potential. All right, let's go ahead and jump into trailers. First up, we have got us the launch trailer for On Guard, a game that I will be doing probably a full playthrough of starting here in just a couple of weeks. I played the demo of this game. This game looks absolutely fantastic. So let's go ahead and check it out. Launch trailer.
People say I'm a troublemaker. Adelante! Your guard's open.
Yeah, it's like a melee combat swashbuckler.
Watch out!
Fully voice acted. The combat was a lot of fun when I played it.
Impressive.
Guards, keep an eye on Doña Volador.
Zaida, nice to see you too, Princessa. Why are you wearing a mask?
They're just terribly comfortable.
Yeah, I like how you can use the environment.
Here's for you. I can do this all day.
My plan will give this kingdom unparalleled greatness!
No challenge can stand up to Adalia de Volador.
These are the tales of Adalia, first blade of the Voladors.
I believe the last...
Now remember, the most
Oh,
important...
sorry. I believe the last time that I looked here a few days ago, that game is on Steam like in the 90s. So it's reviewing very, very well. All right, next up, we've got the launch trailer for Immortals of Avium. I really hope this game is good. There's no reviews yet. Please be good.
Jack. We're out of time.
Trying to be the best, but you can't come close to the power.
This is gonna get the YouTube video
Everyone that
claimed.
can-
Thanks.
Already is. And we're still losing.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Elder Scrolls first-person magic shooter.
Can't stop me.
I feel like this game's gonna be a bitrate mess on Twitch, though. Too many colors. 22nd. Just a few days away. I'm assuming the review embargo on that game is probably tomorrow at the time that I'm filming this. Anybody ever play Shadow Gambit? We got a new game, I believe. This is the launch trailer for Shadow Gambit: The Cursed Crew. Let's take a look.
Ahoy, cursed pirate! Welcome to a stealth strategy game where you'll assemble a pirate crew with unique magical powers sailing aboard a living ghost ship, the Red Marley.
To be on the open sea again.
You're on a quest to find the legendary treasure of the very dead Captain Mordecai. Here's his head. Your journey across the lost Caribbean will pit you against the Inquisition of the Burning Maiden, a bunch of scurvy scallywags who despise the supernatural and use soul-gobbling fire to hunt cursed pirates like yourself. We'll get back to this lot in a wee moment. It's up to you to decide which members of the crew you revive first and who you take on each mission, usually in crews of 3. You best keep out of sight.
So is this turn-based
Wield your
or
crew's
real-time?
magical powers to sneak through enemy territory, complete mission objectives, and take out those Inquisition guards. Or creep past without leaving a trace. It's all up to you,
Must be
pal.
real-time.
The power of the Red Marley gives us the insight we need for a successful mission. Whether it's spotting the guards' blind spots or seeing the echo of every move you make. But my hearties, the real treasure lies in her ability to stop time, letting us fine-tune our attack plan. Sometimes all it takes is a wee moment to think things through. I've asked you, going it solo will only take you so far. When a bunch of guards keeps a close watch on each other, you'll need to combine your crew's magical abilities to take them down. The Marley lets you stop time, size up the situation, plot your crew's
Okay,
moves,
so it's real time with
execute them at
pause.
just the right
Okay.
moment, or maybe even all at once. And if something goes wrong, you can revive your shipmates if you get to them in time. It's no bother if something goes really wrong. The Marley's knack to reset time means you're free to experiment.
This definitely looks like my kind of game.
coordinate,
Thing
and
is, I don't have
perfect
time
your
for it, I
approach.
don't think.
Each member of the cursed crew boasts unique magical powers, be it getting into position with Gael's cannon, infiltrating defenses through the ground with Mr. Mercury, that's me, cutting down guards in the blink of an eye with Aethea, or Quentin gathering bodies, living or dead. Some crew are better than others at swimming, climbing, and carting corpses around. Gather your crew as you please, but mind you, you'll earn extra vigor for neglected crew members hungry to go out on a mission. Fill
okay.
your vigor and you'll be rewarded with powerful upgrades, one for each crew member.
Yeah, this does look really neat.
Your quest will take you across the islands of the lost Caribbean. You'll embark on missions to gather black pearls and soul energy to revive crew members and seek clues to Captain Mordecai's treasure. Choose and tackle missions in any order you fancy. Character missions let you plunge deeper into the backstories of your cursed pirate crew, whether you aim to unearth their past
Count von Pressfeld, is that you?
or help them confront their own demons.
May the flames reveal the darkness of my soul.
Each island has multiple ways to get in and to get out once your mission is complete. Scout them out and choose the one that tickles your fancy. At the end of each mission, you'll see how you fared. Between missions, you can partake in crew tales, extra adventures aboard the Red Marley.
I need someone who could teach me to become a ninja.
And while you're there, you can chat with your crew to get to know them better.
What brought you to the Marley?
The cooking contest.
And then freely plan your next mission. Did I mention we're not the only lot searching for Mordecai's treasure? Aye, well, there's the Inquisition of the Burning Maiden, led by their cutthroat leader, Ignatia.
A world of agony awaits you.
They despise us cursed pirates and crave Mordecai's treasure to reshape the world according to their grand design. Most of them are pure daft when caught on their own, but you better batten down the hatches, because when their mates show up, you'll wish you had a smarter plan of attack. The fiercest Inquisition guards will need more crew members and careful planning to bring them down. Else, you'll be hunted down by every guard on the island eager to send you to Davy Jones's locker. And that be a glimpse into the world of Shadow Gambit, the cursed crew. Here's a jolly reel of what I didn't have time to guide you through. Challenge rooms, traps, this Italian skeleton, badges, Estelle, mushrooms, progress bars, eldritch plants, this Egypt with a giant bell. There'll be more yet to discover on your quest to find Captain Mordecai's treasure and lay waste to the Inquisition of the Burning Maiden. With the magical powers of your cursed pirate crew, the time-bending powers of the Red Marley, and the vast islands of the Lost Caribbean, the depths you can explore be as boundless as the open sea. Join the crew now, cursed pirate!
That game actually looks kind of neat. It's out now. All right, next up, we're still in launch trailers. We have the launch trailer for Gourd, another game that I played. I think we did a demo on this. It's another one of these, it's kind of like a city builder, but it actually has some different elements as well.
Rated T for teen.
Our steward rules a populace who call themselves the Tribe of
Maybe
the
I should say
Dawn.
Village Builder.
They have a witch who whispers powerful spells. But even divine assistance may not be enough. They can only watch as their wooden settlement crumbles to dust, one after another.
Oh, that was actually a really short trailer. I would also say that was not a very good trailer. Next up, we have the official launch trailer for Black Skylands. Again, this is another one that I played the demo of. I thought this one was all right.
Rated T for teen.
I feel like the demo didn't show that much. Yeah, you have like a sky ship and you're going around and doing stuff. Yeah, you can see it's got some top-down, almost like twin-stick shooter aspects as well. Why are the bugs invading? Who's to say? All right. And hey, that's all the launch trailers. Now we're starting to get into a few Gamescom trailers. Some companies or some studios are releasing their Gamescom trailers a little bit early. I believe we've seen this particular game one at a time because I recognize the name, but I don't remember anything about it. So this is the Gamescom 2023 story and gameplay trailer for Neo Berlin 2087. Yeah, maybe this showed up at the PlayStation conference. The last one?
New Berlin, 2087. They're all fighting to take control over the city. Inside the New Berlin Wall, the corporations control everything. The elites live in luxury. Rebels try to destroy it all. And the rest just fights to survive. The nightmares keep getting worse. Terrifying dreams become reality. The police chief has been murdered. I'm Special Investigator Nolan. I have to track down his daughter, Natalie. She saw what happened. Whatever she knows must be big. A journey to save her. I hope I'm not too late. Whoever's responsible doesn't want this to be solved. I'm being followed, targeted. The truth is always a threat when corruption is in control. Maybe I can stop this city from falling into chaos.
Elements of this are giving me like some Splinter Cell vibes a little bit.
How do you save humanity if no one's fully human?
Because the robots have taken over. So maybe we'll see some more of that later on. All right, next up, and I haven't actually seen any of this yet. We got the gameplay reveal trailer for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
We need to roll under the radar to get this done.
Let's make sure they don't see the sunrise.
We need to know if he's working with Moscow.
We're in position.
Let's go to work, Bravo.
Interesting remix of this song.
He knows you're coming.
Copy that.
This is devastation on a global scale.
We have 2 missiles incoming if you are there.
Captain
Get
Price.
Out. It's killing civilians. Visual on target. We need medevac now. He wants a world war.
One thing that I don't really know, and maybe somebody in chat can answer this question. So there's already a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, so this is like a second Modern Warfare 3. And they've done that for 1, 2, and 3 now. Are these just remakes or remasters, or are they complete redos? Like I don't even know. Like I said, I haven't really kept up. So obviously it's using some of the same characters like Captain Price, but I don't know. All right, next up, we have got a behind-the-scenes look of Assassin's Creed Mirage. This is entitled Recreating a Lost City. Let's take a look. 6 minutes.
Assassin's Creed Mirage is set in 9th century Baghdad, at a time when the city had grown to become one of the biggest, richest, and most advanced in the world. The Abbasid Empire, the largest of its time, reached from modern Algeria to present-day India. It's also a time of scientific discovery that left a strong impact on our modern cultures.
We started our research on Baghdad very early on, and the more we learned, the clearer it became that this city was a perfect setting for our game. At the time, Baghdad was the center of the world, a vibrant, lively city, and one that would make the perfect playground for the aspiring assassins. Rebuilding Baghdad was not going to be an easy task, though. Unlike previous Assassin's Creed games, almost nothing from the time period has survived to the present day. But we still wanted to be sure to do everything we could to be respectful of the culture and history of the city. That's the Assassin's Creed way.
We had to give our art team the freedom to recreate Baghdad from scratch with nothing but the historical information we had from the time period. Like Guy Lestrange's books, Baghdad during the Abbasid Caliphate.
So just to pause here for a second, one of the really cool things about Assassin's Creed, if anybody has never played any of them, they do like an incredible job of making things as accurate as possible as far as like the locations. But yeah, this one's kind of interesting, and I don't really know the history over there. So like, was that city back in the day and like all the artifacts and knowledge and all that, was all that just completely destroyed, and that's why there's like no records?
But also description by medieval travelers, archaeological findings from neighboring cities, and other buildings from the time that are still standing.
But we weren't alone on this journey. We worked with experts, like Dr. Claire Anderson, specialist in Islamic art and history during the Caliphal period, who helped us with the world art, or Dr. Raphael Whalen, Ubisoft Montreal historian.
9th century Baghdad is a lost city, a city that we reconstructed using text and archaeology. From this material, the team created 4 major districts, defining the city, each with distinct looks and crowds. Abbasiyeh is the cultural hub of Baghdad, where you can find the House of Wisdom. This is where scholars, philosophers, scientists, and astronomers gather and transmit knowledge from the entire empire and beyond. The market district of Kach, where large crowds gather to do business, bargain, or trade goods from China, Constantinople, and Spain. The industrial district of Arbiyeh is a dense, grimy part of the city, where slavers, orphans, thugs, and workers try to scrape a living. And finally, at the center of it all, we have the seat of power in the region, the iconic round city, also known at the time as Madinat al-Salam, the city of peace. Behind its walls lie lush gardens, fountains, and a magnificent Caliphal palace.
I saw Baghdad as a child without ever going back. So seeing the city come together from its first white blocks to the final assets was an unforgettable experience. I remember having chills the day we added the correct lighting. Seeing the sky, the dust in the atmosphere, the sun and shadows.
From dusk to dawn, we put a great care into making each hour of the day feel distinct so we could really immerse players in the world. And if you pay attention, you can even hear the adhan, the Muslim call to prayer as you approach the mosque.
We're not just exploring a new setting in the Assassin's Creed universe, we're also going to give players the chance to meet some of the key figures in Baghdad at the time. Authenticity and accuracy are always important to us whenever we deal with real-life historical characters, and it's no different in Mirage. We have the Banu Musa, genius inventors of the era, who made massive contributions to the science of mechanics. Of course, in Mirage, they'll be putting that knowledge to use to help Basim and the Hidden Ones.
When most players think of Baghdad, they imagine the dusty, ruined landscape from movies and first-person shooters. But we felt it was important to show a different side to the city, one that celebrated its proud cultural heritage.
The Tales of Baghdad are short, narrative side quests, touching on key cultural subjects from the time period, like astronomy or literature. We also created the History of Baghdad feature, designed as a throwback to the original codex from the first Assassin's Creed games. Players will have a chance to explore the game world, to learn more about the people, landmarks, and events essential to Baghdad's history. It felt important to share the historical knowledge that went into the making of the game and to accompany the player in their discovery of the city. We crafted the content with historians and local experts to help tackle some common cliches about the region and its culture.
We're recreating the bustling, urban feel of the original games. We have larger crowds in Mirage, which offer more opportunities to blend in at street level, especially in dense areas like markets. With Baghdad being home to multiple religions and cultures, you'll see the diversity in clothes, languages, and iconography.
Baghdad is not the only location you'll be able to explore in the game. We have a great diversity of biomes around the city, each with their own unique look and feel. And of course, we have the home base of the Assassins, set at the bottom of the fortress of Alamut, a unique location in our lore, and one we can't wait for players to discover.
When we first announced the game, we had so many enthusiastic reactions from players all around the world, particularly players from the Arabic world, and with Arabic heritage, which made us especially proud.
We can't wait for you to explore the beautiful world we have recreated when you join Basim on his upcoming adventure.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one. It's great. Yeah, cool stuff. Yeah, and I'll mention again. I mentioned it a bunch in the past. If anybody in chat has never played an Assassin's Creed game, go play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It is it's incredible. And again, I know a lot of you like BioWare style games. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is like if BioWare would have made an AC game. It's very, very good. Next up, another Gamescom trailer. This is the Lies of P. How Many Lies? This is another one that I played the demo on. This is a game that I've been tracking for a long time. It looks absolutely incredible. So here we go.
How many lies would you tell? How many enemies would you face? How many battles would you endure? How many victories? How many failures? How many broken hearts? How many atrocities? How many lies would you tell? To be human.
So I'll just mention here real quick, if there's anybody in chat who's never seen that game before, this game is essentially a dark steampunk retelling of the Pinocchio story. So the character you just saw is Pinocchio. So yeah, game uses an action combat system. The game looks super nice. So it's also going to be on Game Pass. So yeah, give it a shot. All right, final trailer of the day. As we have been ending with City Skylines, we'll continue to end with City Skylines. This is episode 9, Economy and Production. Here we go.
They say money makes the world go round. It's as true in City Skylines too as it is in our world. Keep your city spinning by steering its economy on a course to prosperity. Your city's economic simulation is modeled on real-world economics. This introduces complexity and nuance to city building without making it complicated. The economic system in City Skylines 2 is actually engineered to help you grow your new city. And as it develops, to give you influence over the financial levers that generate wealth. You'll raise revenue by taxing the sale of goods and services, energy production, the extraction of raw materials, tourism, and more. You'll also tax private incomes, as healthy economic activity will mean jobs for citizens. With money in your city's coffers, you can invest in city services and infrastructure, schools and universities, and all the other engines of urban development. An important aspect of economic growth is balancing supply and demand. Businesses will do this automatically, exporting their goods when they produce more than the market wants. However, this can hit their bottom line as transport costs can reduce profitability. To keep the rate of production in line with demand, businesses will even fire employees. On the flip side, when products aren't made fast enough to meet local demand, companies in your city will be forced to buy from expensive outside connections, and that can quickly eat into profits too. Taxes can also influence the production rate of specific goods. You can slow the rate of production by raising taxes, lower taxes to accelerate production rates and more similar manufacturers to your city. It's also possible to motivate businesses to specialize in ways that strengthen the economy. Imagine reducing taxes for furniture stores and the various industries that manufacture their products. That will make them more profitable. More businesses specializing in the design and manufacture of furniture will crop up. Before you know it, your city will have a flourishing furniture trade and a reputation that keeps cash flowing in. Managing and adjusting production chains is another way you can influence your city's economy. Overhauled in City Skylines 2, this adds a whole new dimension to city building. There's no need to micromanage every detail if you don't want to. But if you love a puzzle, there's almost no limit to how deep you can go. Starting from raw material extraction, you can get raw materials into the city by importing them or producing them locally. Opt for local production, and you'll need to establish a specialized industry area. There are 9 total. 4 are farms where you can raise livestock or grow either grain, vegetables, or
I'm going to do a simulation of Iowa.
Produce timber, though how much depends on the age of the forest. You can extract ore, stone, or coal from underground deposits. And lastly, you can drill for oil. You'll manage all this activity via the economy panel. It puts your city's finances at a glance and allows you to monitor and adjust production outputs for various goods and materials. With integrated tools and clear displays, the economy panel is a user-friendly way to manage and grow your economy. So, if money really does make the world turn, how will you grow your city's economy so everyone in it can enjoy the ride?
Cool stuff. All right, one other quick thing I want to take a look at before we end this video. Let's take a look at the Baldur's Gate 3 numbers for today. And the numbers are still insane. This does not happen. We're on week number, what, 3? And there's still over 700,000 concurrent? Insane. That's putting it at number 2. That does not happen with CRPGs. So I think the numbers for BG3 are going to remain insanely high until Starfield comes out. Then we're gonna see a dip. And something that's really interesting that I've been talking with some people about. Diablo came out and like everybody was playing Diablo. And then all of a sudden, BG3 comes out, and now nobody's playing Diablo. So, I don't think that's going to happen with BG3. Like, I don't think everybody's just going to all of a sudden dead stop playing BG3 for Starfield. But I think it's going to run even. But we'll have to see. I will probably be doing a thoughts video on Baldur's Gate 3 at some point in the next week. Or maybe 2. I want to get into it a little bit more. I want to say I'm like 30, 40-ish hours, maybe 50 hours in. And so I'd like to get another solid like 10, 15, 20 hours before I do like a thoughts video. But yeah, so that will be coming at some point down the road. For those who are watching on YouTube, we'll wrap it up right there. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.